Hey families, my name is Holly Compton and I'm the district math coach for Manhattan Beach for grades TK through 6. And today we're here to talk about first grade story problems, and the first part of this video is for you and the second part will be for your child or the child you're working with. Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about are number talks. They are all mental math strategies, but I'm going to show you what goes on in the minds of a first grader and how they may approach solving. So the first question that I have that I'm going to ask your child or student today is 4 plus 4 plus 4. So if I ask a child 4 plus 4 plus 4 and they're in first grade, most likely they're going to join the first two fours together and say, oh, I knew that was 8. And then they add 4 more, but they don't just do 8 plus 4. Oftentimes what they're going to do is they're going to go to the next 10. So they'll split that 4 into a 2 and a 2 because they know 8 plus 2 makes 10. And now they just have 10 and 2 more. So 10 plus 2 makes 12. So 4 plus 4 plus 4 makes 12. That's one way your child or student may approach this problem in mental math. So they may form a 10. Let's try another way. 4 plus 4 plus 4. So they may look at the 4s and they may say to themselves, that's really close to 5. And I know 5 plus 5 makes 10. So they may steal 1 from here and join it over here. So basically what we're doing is a 4 plus a 1. So 4 plus that 1. And then they're like, ooh, I could do that again. So 4 plus another 1. And there's 2 left out of that 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus 2 more. So they've turned it basically into 5 plus 5 plus 2. Because they know 5 plus 5 is 10. Plus 2 more would make 12. And they've gotten their answer. Now, it seems long and tedious. However, this is all happening in their minds with mental math manipulation. So even though it seems tedious, it's not. This happens pretty quickly because they are fluent in breaking numbers apart and manipulating numbers in a way that makes sense to them. So really listen to your child and how they may solve this problem. Okay, so after I do that number talk with the kids, I'm going to move on to the story problem. So in this story problem today, we're thinking about birds in trees. So the story goes like this. There are birds in each tree. There are trees. How many birds are there in all? And we want to stop to have the kid imagine what is happening in the story. That is one of the most powerful things we can do. When we're in first grade and second grade, we're reading and we're still learning how to read. We're decoding words. So they might be reading to decode the first time around, and then you're going to have them read it again and really make that picture in their minds. Okay, now I'm going to give them sets of numbers to choose from. One of the sets of numbers will be 6 and 3, and another set will be 12 and 3. I'll put more sets up there when the kids are listening in, but for right now, I'll just put up these 2. So I'm going to choose this set of numbers. This one's first, it goes on the first line. This one's second, it goes on the second line. All right, so then we read it again, and we look to see if they're imagining what's happening in their minds. Okay, so in the story. So there are 6 birds in each tree. All right, there are 6 birds. Oh, it's springtime. There's lots of birds in the tree, so we're really stopping to think. There are 3 trees. Oh, we're looking at 3 trees. Can you see them? 1, 2, 3. How many birds are there in all? Okay, so parents, when we learned in school, this was really a multiplication problem. And guess what? It's still a multiplication problem now. However, a child in first grade will not solve it using multiplication, more than likely. More than likely, they're going to use repeated addition, which is the same thing as multiplication, just looks a little different. All right, so There are 6 birds in each tree. There are 3 trees. Now, you might get kids who draw the trees, but we're not going to encourage that. I mean, if they draw them, they draw them, but if they don't, you might see kids representing the trees with rectangles. So here's one tree. There's another tree. There's another tree. Okay, and then you could say, oh, what part of the story is that? Oh, that's the 3 trees. Okay, where are the birds? And some kids might go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the birds. They may lay them out like this. Lots of times you see dice coming into play in math class. So if you can imagine what a die looks like, that would be 5 on a die. So it kind of helps set them up for 6 plus 6 plus 6, or 6 plus 6 plus 6, yeah. So they might say 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, because they've split the 6 into a 5 and a 1 more, and you can kind of see it there. Other kids might just literally write the number 6 in there, and they're going to think about how they might find the answer to 6 plus 6 plus 6. So they're really looking to see this. A lot of times you're going to see friendly tens going down again. So they're going to say 6 plus 6. Well, that's going to be more than 10. A lot of them aren't going to know that's a doubles fact. So 6 plus 6 is 12. And then 12 plus 6 would be 18. These are just some ways your child might approach solving this story problem. What I really want to encourage you to do is listen to your child and see how they are solving. You don't want to tell them how you would solve. You want to listen to their thinking and really get into their brains and see how they're doing it, and give gentle nudges along the way to help make their strategies just a slight bit more sophisticated. Hey kids, it's Mrs. Compton again, and we are going to do a number talk today. Are you ready? Now remember, number talks happen in your head, and when we are thinking, we can show our heart signal, and we can show, ooh, I have 1 way of solving, I have 2 ways of solving, and so on. So grab your mental mind, get ready. Here we go. How would you solve 4 plus 4 plus 4? Give you a second to think about that. Let's do our heart signals. Ready? All right. On the count of 3, you're going to tell me what you got for your answer. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, tell me. Did I hear 12? I think I heard 12. Did I get it right? Tell me in the comments. Some of you guys have been writing comments to me. I love it. Okay, so 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals 12. And I'm going to make some guesses on how some of you may have solved. Okay, so my first guess is 4 plus 4. I know you know your doubles facts out there. Lots of us know our doubles facts. 4 plus 4 is 8. And 8 plus 4 more. I'm going to guess you found the friendly 10 by stealing 2 away from the 4. And then there were 2 left. And you did 8 plus 2 was 10. Plus 2 more makes 12. Did I get it? Was that your comment? Tell me or was that your strategy? Tell me in the comments if that's what you did. I love seeing how you're thinking about solving the number talk strategy. Let's see. I'm going to try guessing another strategy. 4 plus 4 plus 4. Did anybody use dice to solve this one? I'm wondering. Okay, let's check it out. Did anyone do 4 plus 4 plus 4 and imagine dice in their head? Is that what that looks like? I think that's what a die looks like. Yeah, that looks right to me. Maybe imagine that. and you said 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You may have done that, or maybe you even did 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Who knows? Did I get one of your guesses or one of your strategies? I want to know. All right, we are getting ready for our story problem today, and we are on a spring theme. We are going to get ready to check out our story problem today. And our story problem is about birds in trees. All right, can you imagine that? It's springtime. Hopefully you've been spending a lot of time outside in your backyard, being around in nature. It's kind of nice when you aren't in school that you at least get to be outside a little bit more. Fingers crossed. All right, so there are birds in each tree. Okay, can you imagine that? Birds in each tree. Okay, so we know we're going to have some birds in some trees. There are trees. All right, so we know we're going to have more than one tree. How many birds are there in all? All right, so for sure we know that there's going to be birds in trees, and we're trying to find out how many birds there are in all. All right, are you ready to find out your just right number sets? Here they come. Your just right number set might be 6 and 3. Or your just right number set might be 12 and 3. And your just right number set might be 24 and 3. Ooh. Or 39 and 13. All right, so everybody choose your just right number set. Do you have it in mind? I know what mine's going to be. Mine is going to be 6 and 3. So I'm going to choose this set. They have to stick together. This is the first sticky. It goes on the first line. This is the second sticky. It goes on the second line. And now I need to read it back so that I really understand what the story is asking me. So let's read it back again. Ready? Read it with me. There are 6 birds in each tree. There are 3 trees. All right, everybody stop to imagine that. All right, 6 birds and 6 birds in each tree. And there are 3 trees. Okay, so I have that picture in my mind, and we're trying to solve how many birds are there in all. All right, kids, are you ready? It's your turn to do the work. So everybody grab your paper and follow your teacher's instructions on how you should turn in your work to her. Are you ready? Go.